everyone. It's your big sister Chiquis, and you've reached my personal voicemail box for the Dear Chiquis podcast. I'm here to give you advice on anything and everything you need help with, whether you're going through a breakup or having issues with your family, or maybe you have a question about my personal life. Whatever the case is, I want to hear from you. Remember, these are my thoughts and my opinions, and if you're suffering from a serious issue or hardship, you should seek help from a qualified professional. All right, now go ahead and leave your message at the sound of the beep.
Hi, Chiquis. I hope all is well, girl. I love your podcast. I love everything that you do for us, your answers to our questions, our concerns. Everybody's brave questions on here. I love it. God bless everybody, and God bless you and your family. So I wanted to tell you, just recently, my mother-in-law, she's a little something else. So we were talking about how her experiences when she was growing up and how her, husband back in the day was a mujeriego and, a cheater and all that stuff. And she started saying, so prepare yourself because in a few years, your husband, which is her son, is probably going to do the same thing to you. And I said, no, I'm going to stop you right there. Please do not speak those negative words to me because we have a great relationship, great communication. Even when it's something uncomfortable, we'll talk about it. And I will not let you speak those ill words to me right now. I'm like, that's crazy. And she's like, no, I'm just saying, be prepared. If his father was like that, then, he's probably going to be the same. And she kept repeating it. So I literally looked at her in the eyes and I pointed up to God, to the sky. And I was like, I rebuke the negative words that are coming out of your mouth towards your son, towards our relationship. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. And the look she gave me, it's like she was so appalled that I said that to her. But I meant it because, that's crazy. What do you think?
Okay, well, first of all, you are so sweet. Thank you so much for saying God bless you to everyone, all the listeners. We truly appreciate all those positive vibes. Talking about positive vibes, girl, I'm 100% with you. Absolutely not. A mother-in-law should be speaking words of life to you and about her son. And yeah, I completely agree with you. I would have done the exact thing. Same exact thing. I would have done that. So I am with you. And I hope that she took you seriously and really thinks about the next time she decides to open her mouth in that way, because not just because her husband was like that, your husband's dad, but like it's just not okay. It's just, I'm honestly like kind of lost for words because I'm like, why would a mother speak like that about her own son? So I think she just has some things that she needs to heal, as we all do. So let's try not to be so judgmental maybe and more compassionate, because her situation was probably very heavy. But yeah, I'm glad that you stopped her in her tracks, because you have to set that from the very beginning, like set the tone and be like, you know what? No, I'm not doing that. And yes, we're rebuking that, girl. So thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And yes, I validate your feelings and I validate what you did, because like I said, I would have done the same thing. And one thing I will say, not just because his dad was a cheater, does that mean he's going to be a cheater? What if he saw that and said, I definitely don't want to be like my father. He put my mom through so much, and it hurts me that my mother went through that, and I want to be different. I want to be better than my dad. And as children, that is what we're supposed to do. I mean, we tend to follow in our parents' footsteps to a certain extent, but especially now in this era, in this our generation, we know a lot about therapy and about self-awareness. And I think that helps a lot for us to be better than our parents and not make the same mistakes. So yeah, I mean, I have seen cases where that happens. But again, I don't know. I have a feeling that your husband's different, and I want to believe that he's different. So yeah, I'm sending you all the positive vibes for sure. And thank you for listening. I'm so grateful, and you are just so sweet. Thank you. I'm glad that Dear Chiquis helps not only the questions that I'm answering, but all of you. So thank you for taking the time to listen. Okay, so now we're moving on to Marco.
Hi, Chiquis. First and foremost, I just want to start off by saying how much I admire your strength. After everything you've been through, you've come out with your head held high, and that's truly inspiring. You really are such a strong and resilient woman. I've had the pleasure of seeing you perform twice, once in Fresno and again in Sacramento at the Hard Rock, and both shows were amazing. I'm so proud of you and all that you've accomplished. By the way, girl, when I go to the gym, I be listening to your concert from La Ciudad de Mexico. I don't know what it is about that performance. I think it's because it's a live show, but it gets me hyped and it gets me going through my cardio. Okay, so I actually have two questions for you. I was actually recently watching I Love Jenny, and it made me wonder, whatever happened to your car, Lola the Corolla? My second question is, when you guys sold your mom's house in Encino, what did you guys do with all her stuff? Did you put it in a storage unit? Or, yeah, it just made me wonder, like, what happened to all her things? I feel like I wouldn't ever want to get rid of any of that. I love you so much. Have a great day. May God continue blessing you.
Marco, oh, thank you so much for going to my shows. And I'm so glad that you enjoyed them. And you know what? That's crazy that you say that about the live concert. It's like, I think my only live concert that I recorded. I need to do more of that. It's one of my favorites. I had so much fun at that show in El Lunario. So thank you for listening. Okay, keep the streams up for me, boy. But thank you so much. And now pertaining to your questions. Okay. So Lola the Corolla, I'll be real honest. Toyota gave me and let me borrow. Actually, they didn't give it to me. They let me borrow Lola the Corolla. I named her Lola the Corolla. But how it works is a brand comes and says, hey, I just want you to drive this car and, we'll help you with the show sort of thing. So that's kind of what happened, especially because I was starting off then. So Toyota just let me borrow the car for like 6 months and everything was taken care of, which was really, really cool. But I had to give her back after 6 months. But honestly, I had a lot of fun in that car. It was so nice to like drive. I think I'm going to get myself one, either that or a Maxima. Anyway, so that's what happened with Lola the Corolla. And then with my mom's stuff. Okay, so I have some of it. My sister, Jackie, has a lot of it in her house. We all kind of just kept a few things and a lot of it is still in storage. We are really trying to figure out what we're going to do with it because we don't want it just to stay there and collect dust. We are thinking of donating it. I don't feel right selling it. So we just had a conversation about that a few months ago. So I think what we're going to do is probably see if my grandma wants some of it, some of the family first, and then just probably donate the rest. And I know that sounds weird, but my mom never wanted us to hold on to materialistic things. So it took us a long time to get rid of her stuff, the stuff that like we know she loves, like her desk that is actually in my sister's bedroom. But she also is going to move and she wants new stuff. And I think that she should, and we shouldn't hold on to everything just because it was mom's, So yeah, that's been tough. We held on to it for a long time because obviously we had sentimental connection to it. Like, it has a lot of sentimental value. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. And thank you for asking because there are things that I'm like, I wish we would have kept, but we are keeping some stuff from my mom's museum. So be excited for that. Like some really cool stuff. So you guys will be able to see that soon. But thank you, Marco. I'm sending you a big kiss. I can't wait to be on stage and hopefully see you again. Thank you so much for your question. Okay, guys, last question comes from Samantha.
Hi, Chiquis. I don't know how to put it. I lost my mom September 1st. I miscarried March 12th. My birthday is on November 19th. My mom's birthday is December 12th. The holidays are coming up, and I feel very disconnected with life itself. I feel disconnected from God. My relationship with my mom was very great. I was very close to my mom. I'm the oldest out of two. It's just me and my brother. Can I just get some advice on how to do it? On how to cope with having 2 losses in a year?
Oh my goodness, Samantha. This year has been tough. So I get it. And I can't even imagine like experiencing everything you experienced this year. And I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that you're feeling this way and that you're going through this. I'm sending you honestly like the biggest virtual hug from the bottom of my heart. Hearing you, I can feel the pain that you're in. And all I can really tell you, Mama, is you have to take deep breaths and you have to just understand that this pain is temporary, although it feels right now that it's never going to end. I know that. I've been there. And I was like that for 2 years after my mom passed. I was angry. I was upset. My relationship with God was in and out, So I get it. And I think God understands. And you just have to make sure not to go the other way completely. And I mean to the dark side, because it's a choice every single day of waking up. And I think you just have to take it day by day. Just wake up and just say, okay, I'm not feeling good today. I would literally do this every morning. Put your hand over your heart and just say, God, I have no words. I'm upset. I'm sad. Whatever it is that you're feeling, be like, please, but I just want to feel better. Let me have a better day today, and take it day by day. Don't worry about tomorrow. Like, just day by day. Take deep breaths, yell if you need to yell, cry if you need to cry. And if you want to smile, do it. Put on a song that reminds you of your mom, that makes you dance, that makes you feel good and alive, because you're still here for a reason. And I know your baby is in heaven, and I know what that feels like, because I had my miscarriage last year. And that feeling is hard to explain when you've had something in your body, or almost had something in your body, in my case, because it was very early on. But all the excitement and the enthusiasm, and then just for it to be gone, you're like, what is going on? And why is this happening? You question it, and that's normal. But just know that you have a little angel, and that little angel's with your mommy, and they're together, and they're watching over you. They're in a very, very happy, peaceful place. And that's what makes me feel so much better, is knowing that they're there and they're watching over me and they're helping me, my mom, and my baby. So I feel you. Just take it day by day and be patient with yourself. Don't rush into anything. Don't get, discouraged with yourself, because there are days when you're like, why can't I get out of this funk? Like, I get it. Like, you just have to just know that it will get easier. It will never get easy, but it will get easier. Little by little, you'll learn to live with this, but you also have a lot to celebrate. And I think your mom would want that. And I don't know why God does things sometimes, but I know that there's always a better tomorrow for it, if that makes sense. And it takes time to get there, but you have to lead by faith, and you cannot lose your faith. Go to church, go somewhere or where you feel like the presence of God. And even if you're just going to sit there and not do anything and you're upset, as long as you're there, little by little, it'll get easier and better. I know I said a lot, but it's just, there's so many different things that are going through my mind right now in regards to this, because I feel you, and I'm sending you a big hug and a lot of positive vibes and healing vibes. And I promise you, it will get better. Just be patient and trust the process. Okay. Healing, it's a lifetime thing, and it's not linear, and it's just every day it's different. So just take it seriously, take it day by day. I'm sending you a big hug, Samantha, for real. Like I'm sending you a big hug. It's going to be okay. I promise you it will get better. Thank you guys so much again for taking the time to leave your questions, for trusting me to give you guys advice. I promise you, I could be having the worst day, and hearing you guys, you make me forget about everything that's going on in my life, and it makes me feel good to be able to help you guys. So thank you. And also, if you want to leave me a question about anything, I will definitely give you advice from the bottom of my heart, because I do want the best for you guys. So you can leave your question at speakpipe.com/Chiquis and Chill podcast. Thank you guys, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. This is a production of iHeartRadio and the My Cultura Podcast Network. Follow us on Instagram at My Cultura Podcast, and follow me, Chiquis, that's CHIQUIS. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast.